Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. This is your new moon in Cancer reading for the 28th or 29th of June 2022. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and yeah, this is your reading for the new moon. Yes, it is new moon. We've got a Neptune stationing retrograde at the moment, and my brain is just like fogged in and fluffy clouds in there, and it's really difficult to think. So anyway, let's do your reading and see what the cards have to say. We're using the Work You Like cards first of all. Get some first cards for the reading. So what do we need to know for this new moon in Cancer happening the 28th or the 29th of June 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate the energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for the new moon in Cancer. I've got a really itchy nose today. This one's been coming up loads just recently. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I think there's a bit of a message there for us. It's certainly relevant for today's new moon. Play. Have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. Okay, that's always a good one to have. One of my favourite cards. I do love to play. And then trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, this is really about connecting to your heart and trusting your heart, and playing with the energies from your heart. Often when we get caught up in being so serious and everything, it blocks us. But when we're playful and open, then sort of everything gets flowing again. For me, the way I communicate with my subconscious is through play and patterns and metaphors and things like that, images of what's happening, and then I can interpret what the images are, what the story is from those images into sort of a realistic, a real thing, a 3D thing. But the cards here are saying take time out, play, have fun. Remember what it was like to be a child. You had no cares in the world. Connect with that in your heart, play, and imagine all your support and your guides and everything all around you. And yeah, what if I could do anything, what would I want to do? That is sort of the message. Playing with our imagination as well as physically playing would come into that as well. Just don't want yes, no cards. So let's do a reading. We're going to use my El Goliath shadow deck as always for new moons and full moons. I like to shine the light into the shadows at these times. They're big turning points in the lunar cycle. So these cards always just feel right for that type of energy. So what do we need to know for the new moon in Cancer on the 28th or the 29th of June 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate the the new moon in Cancer energies for our highest and greatest good. I was looking at the chart over the weekend to see what the energies were. And I'll be quite honest with you, the brain fog is set in and I can't remember anything that I wrote down. And my journal, my moon energies journal and ritual guide, ritual journal is in the bedroom still. So, yep, can't remember anything about it. We'll see what the cards have to say. Okay, so let's see, where are we? We have the King of Pentacles, the Father of Roses. And we have Death. We have the World, the Sacred Circle. Definitely completing the cycle. This was what was coming up. I thought there was 2 cards there. Right, I'm just going to move those around. That's it. Thought that felt thick. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, the Aztec Hawk Warrior. The 7 of Swords, the Thief in the Night. That is 2 again. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles, the Juggling Snake. This one came out, so I'm going to keep it out. The 3 of Swords, the Bleeding Raw Heart. And we're not going to leave that. We're going to have the next one, the Shaman, the Medicine Healer. So the card at the top now, we have the High Priestess, the Crescent Moon Cat, and then the 9 of Pentacles, the Tranquil Spotted Doe, and at the bottom, the 3 of Wands, the Creative Bone Prism with the Sage, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, right. So let's have a look at the cards. What's it all about? What is it all about? Okay, so we're completing the cycle. The morning reading I did this morning for the 28th had the World card come up and also the Fool card. So we are falling to bits here. So we are at this ending and beginning, end of one cycle, beginning of the new cycle, and that's sort of reinforced here with the Death card as well. So the card in the middle of the reading, we have the King of Pentacles, the Father of Roses. Okay, the King of Pentacles is about, you know, being sorted in the 3D world. You've got money in the bank, stability, security, grounded, all your earthly needs and wants are taken care of and you don't have to worry about anything. You're grounded. And if you don't have security, you have serenity. I've talked to you about this before, about having been self-employed for over 20 years. And I, a long time ago, stopped looking for financial security and surrendered to the self-employed journey, which at times can be a feast or famine. And over the years, it's like every time I've been staring into the abyss, and sometimes not even just stood on the edge of the abyss, but actually leaning over. And it's like, oh my God, is this the time that we're going to fall into the abyss? And every single time, just at the last moment or just after the last moment or whatever, the pathway shows itself across the abyss. money flutters in or work flutters in or something always comes in. And so for me, my King of Pentacles is about serenity and trust in the 3D world, because it's, touch wood, it's always been there for me, and I'm always there in my gratitude and everything. But when I'm looking for stability, that's when things get blocked or anything, because I'm wanting something to be a constant, and it isn't. It's going with the ebbs and the flows, and being open and trusting. So for me, the King of Pentacles is more about the serenity of it all, and the gratitude for everything I have. You know, sort of where I live is amazing, and all my needs are taken care of without me having to do too much about them. So I was just thinking, I've been in a writing group, creative writing, walk and writing group, and last week I was reminded of 2 rituals that I've done in the past, with one of the things I found on my walk with cherries, pair of cherries on their thing, and it just reminded me of these 2 rituals. One was armchair miracles, about, you know, having an easy life, that sort of, you know, being that in tune with everything, that sort of you can manifest instantly and things like that. And for me now, looking back, I didn't have any idea when we were doing that all that time ago, but now I can see it as this 5D Age of Aquarius energy, where there is no past, present, future, and you can manifest instantly. And the other thing, the other ritual that the 2 cherries made me think about was ice cream sundae. I want it all with cherries on the top, and about just that abundance. And it's like, sort of, when I look around, it's like I've got an awful lot of abundance and everything. And it's, again, outwardly, look at other people looking in, they might not see the abundance that I see myself having, but because it isn't big houses, and it isn't, you know, sort of thousands of pounds in the bank or whatever. It's more about being in harmony and being happy and grateful for everything that I have. And yeah, my life brings me a lot of joy. The people in my life bring me a lot of joy. I hope I bring a lot of joy and healing to the people that come into my life. So yeah, King of Pentacles, security or serenity. We've got the Death card, the death of the old ways, you know, that old paradigm, the being on your own, or distrusting, or, you know, thinking things will never work out. The old values of acquisition of everything, old parts of yourself, old patterns, old stories, whatever it is that is dying, and you're transforming into this new, evolved and ever evolving being. We don't just suddenly flip and you're evolved and everything. It's a continuous journey, on and on and on. Okay, so yeah, we're going through this transformation, and it's the end of a cycle as well. And what I like about this, okay, I do love a good portal. On the 28th, today, the 28th, we've got that Neptune station in retrograde. That's a portal to go through. The new moon is a portal. So we're slipping from one world, one life, one version of ourselves into the next. And in this new one, we have the High Priestess. We're being asked to connect in with our higher selves, to get into trust with it, to connect in with our heart, and to see the bigger picture, and the visions of this new life. It's like I lost my words there. and to be able to trust it. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is self-confidence, independence, knowing your self-worth and your self-value. And your independence, knowing that sort of, you know, you can do it. And it's a bit of a dichotomy, the independence thing, because it's about standing on your own 2 feet, but also knowing that you're surrounded by all your guides and your ancestors and angelic forces and all sorts. So you're never actually on your own, but it's the Nine of Pentacles is more about sort of independence as opposed to being codependent with other people, interdependent, symbiotic, and yeah, knowing your value and your worth. Okay, the clarifiers, we had the Knight of Pentacles, patience, step by step. We're seeing it slowly evolve. With the Seven of Swords, make sure you're being truthful with yourself, and also sort of making sure that other people are truthful with you. Okay, so there's just a word of caution there, with the Thief in the Night there, the Seven of Swords. I would suggest playing your cards a bit close to your chest, about sort of where you're going next. Especially if you're still contemplating it and you're not 100% settled, got a few options going on, and you're sort of, you know, backwards and forwards between sort of what your options are. And then we've got the Three of Swords, the Bleeding Raw Heart. Okay. This is about old heartbreak and loss and disappointment and pain and grief that we may still be carrying from the past. This is what needs healing and what we need to, I say move on. We never actually move on from it. We heal stuff and we still carry the scars, but it's not like an active open wound anymore. And then we have the Shaman, the medicine healer. And this is saying to me that we're all our own shamans and everything, and we each have the power within us to heal this, our broken hearts. We've all got wounds, we've all got our wounds and everything. But this is letting us know that it's in our power to heal ourselves. And then over here at the bottom of the deck, the subconscious stuff, or, you know, what's going on in the environment, is we have the Three of Wands, the creative bone prism. And this I'm seeing as we've got the prism here. Seeing this, coming back to this trust your path and being connected in the sacred, I don't know if you can actually see it there, the sacred geometry and everything and the connections, and knowing that we're all parts of this greater whole. We're all working together, bringing everything into balance, into harmony, into healing, coming back, connecting into our own heart-centered consciousness, so that we can help other people to do that as well. One of the other things I'm noticing, and I've seen, we've got butterflies and moths here. We've obviously got the moth card here in the death card. Was there any other moths and things? I'm just looking. And we've got the cocoons at the bottom there, which is taking me back to this death and rebirth, this evolution. And we're doing it all together. I'm saying that we've got the 3 cocoons down at the bottom. It's like we're all on this journey together, we're all connecting, joining together, and supporting each other. Okay, it may be that you need to cleanse your environment of people. Okay, who's the person who's not really on your side? Okay, the thief in the night. Or whether it's aspects of yourself that sabotage you. Purity, saging is recommended to deal with whether it's internal or external or a bit of both. And by doing that, we open ourselves and prepare ourselves ready for the new opportunities, the new cycles, the new beginnings coming in. Okay. It feels, just recently, it feels like we're doing layer upon layer upon layer of falling away and healing and clarification and preparation for the future that is coming in. This heart-centered consciousness of the new earth. But for today, I would remember to do some play, either on your own or with friends. Okay, so that's the new moon in Cancer reading for today. We're just, it's as the lunar cycles go on throughout the year. We're in this constant journey of evolution, of ebbing and flowing. And as I say many times on this channel, this change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. Dance with it. Be playful with it. Be grateful for it. Don't see it as a bind. And know that we're all fully supported in this, both on the earth plane and all the spiritual helpers and guides as well. So that's your new moon in Cancer reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If not all of it, then parts of it, even if it's just a sentence of something I said that makes you think, that's what I needed to hear. That's great. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video. Have a wonderful new moon, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.